Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I thank the member for Fowler for bringing forward this motion because on her main point we agree. Australian households are under pressure. This is something the government has always acknowledged and has been central to our economic management since coming to office. Across my electorate, I hear from families and older residents who are feeling the weight of cost of living pressures. They don't need to be told times are tough. They live it every day. When they open a bill, we'll fill up their car. But what Australians also deserve is the full picture, not selective snapshots, not economic amnesia, and certainly not sensationalist headlines that ignore the real reasons we got to this point. When we came to office, inflation was 6.1% and rising. Underlying inflation was around 5%. Wages were going backwards. We inherited large deficits and $1 trillion of Liberal debt. And there was no serious plan to deal with any of it. Today, inflation remains higher than we would like and for longer than we would like, but it is much lower than what we inherited. Underlying inflation has fallen significantly. Real wages have been growing. Unemployment remains low. Participation is near record high. Business investment is strengthening. Debt is down, and the budget is in much better shape. That progress didn't happen by accident. It happened because this government made responsible choices that aim to ease pressure without making inflation worse. That is why our approach has been disciplined and targeted, providing real relief without adding to inflationary pressure. We focused on where families feel it most: health, education and essential costs. We are restoring and strengthening Medicare after a decade of neglect. We have tripled the bulk billing incentive so more Australians can see their GP for free. We capped PBS medicines at $25 a script, the lowest it's been in decades. We are training more doctors and nurses. Affordable, accessible healthcare so Australians no longer have to decide between a checkup and the bill at the checkout counter. We are delivering affordable early learning and expanding paid parental leave. We are backing increases to minimum and award wages so working Australians can earn more and keep more of what they earn. We've also delivered practical relief while investing in productivity. Fee-free TAFE is helping Australians retrain in areas our economy needs. Cutting student debt by 20% delivered immediate cost of living relief to millions without driving inflation. We've strengthened the social safety net for those on low and fixed incomes, back-to-back increases to rent assistance helping around 1 million households, higher social security payments supporting more than 1.1 million Australians and extending parenting payment to singles so tens of thousands of single parents can receive support for longer. And when it comes to tax reform, we are delivering 3 tax cuts for every Australian taxpayer. One already delivered, one on its way this year and another next, with more than 14 million Australians benefiting thus far. Deputy Speaker, inflation doesn't always moderate in a straight line. We've seen that globally. The recent uptick is unwelcome, but the Reserve Bank has made clear that stronger private demand, not fiscal recklessness, has been the key difference in forecasts. Public demand was not the driver. That is why we remain focused on the right priorities, bringing inflation down further, uplifting productivity and navigating global uncertainty. And it stands in stark contrast to the opposition. They speak about cost of living but voted against cheaper early learning. They opposed energy bill relief. They opposed measures to lift wages. They offer megaphones and slogans but no plans. Deputy Speaker, you cannot fight inflation with a megaphone and a wish list. You fight it with discipline, targeted support and a clear economic strategy. Australians voted for higher living standards, higher wages, secure, well-paid jobs. We recognise people are under pressure and we're doing something about it. We will continue delivering responsible cost of living relief while strengthening the economy and building a more resilient future. Because Australians deserve practical support that makes a difference, not political theatre. And that is exactly what this government will continue to deliver. Thank you.